Hello, hello. We got Mel and Tony back again. Another week, another day. We here in Nassau, Bahamas, in our little studio. We had to do some adjustment because of the rain. Mel, you okay? How you doing? I like your new style.
Thank you.
What, the pineapple? Why you got to smile and keep smiling there? What's going on? I know. Celebrate, nice. Dress up. Do that thing. So what's going on with
I don't know what they do, I know what I do.
you? You do what you want to do.
Exactly.
Okay. Go girl, you bad up there. Anyway, folks, we're a bit late. Little technical difficulty that beyond my control. I'm having a lovely day today. Mel, what's your topic today?
Topic is the price people pay for beauty.
The price people pay for beauty.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's a big price because I cut my hair bald today.
Okay.
I spent a lot of money to the barber.
Yeah?
The price I pay for beauty.
Okay.
Yeah, couple ball. Yeah, cost me $1. I do it myself. But you know, people go to the barber and get their hair cut, and they all about themselves,
Mm-hmm.
about how they project to change their looks. Why? I don't know why, but that's what we got today. Price we pay for beauty.
Yeah.
And it's more deeper than that, but I'm just going to take it as slowly as I can today and see if I can break it down. And I hope and pray that people out there understand what we're trying to do today. We're trying to sensitize them that all this time wasted, all this money you spend, you have natural beauty. And upon all of that you spend, you're making yourself sick too. Because the things that you use, and let's go straight to the point. Me and you dark and pretty beautiful, you know. I handsome, you pretty.
Mm-hmm.
And so you know most Bahamians now, they pay a lot of price, a lot of money on their face, trying to get this white color that they black, but they're trying to become white. I don't know what that's a mix up in the brain or something, or they call it beauty. The price people pay for beauty. But in this vein that they trying to get themselves beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
No, let me see how the woman is saying. Enhance their beauty or enhance it. They're making themselves sick.
Yeah?
Yeah, because they're bleaching their skin.
Mm-hmm.
And the underlying issues, they are making themselves sick because the skin, by all that harshness and all of that, whatever
Chemical.
chemical they're using,
Chemicals.
it then absorb into your body.
Mm-hmm.
And once they into your body, and somehow it deform your beauty. But you think, because face value, what you see, I'm getting bright. And so bright is in. Bright is good. To be white, people can respect you more when you put your clothes on. And they don't understand that your natural color, listen to that word I use. Your natural color is the beauty. That's what God gave you. So from a child, when you grow, your beauty naturally develops. I never know nobody as they young and grow get uglier. Now, when they hit 65, the aging, that's a different story. But most times when people 7, 8 and they're growing, the beauty just coming out.
Okay.
And so the more that you develop, even with your chest, your breast just developing, you know, your bungie just developing. So there's no reason that women, we talk about women, because women's too full. No reason for you to go and take a needle, a Botox, and stick it in your lip. Because eventually, as the years go by, Botox starting to leak out somewhere along the line.
Well, yeah, it wears off.
It wears
for
off.
sure. You
Well,
gotta go and get another injection.
Right. And so what
another.
happened when that happened, that sent the skin, the muscle, the fat in an uproar. Now I ain't no doctor to tell you about all the places. I'm just talking about the price you can pay for beauty. So all you all women out there who think you're all good and you're all pumping up your bungie and pumping up your hip and making your thigh and making your breasts this way and tucking your tummy, man, listen, God made you beautiful. That price gonna be hefty down the road, cause the nigga only gonna love you for the shape. That's what he see, and the little, you know, cause we all black men like them, the yellow woman. You know, we die for a yellow. We die for a yellow woman, and we spend all our money. We go wake out on 5 days a week, and on Friday, we spend all our money on them. You know that, right? We black fellas like them yellow skin. So women that understand that we love
The yellow skin.
The
they
yellow
go
skin.
After the yellow skin.
so they realize that they're going to yellow, get themselves yellow, so they paint, I call it paint. Bleach themselves.
Yeah.
And then after this, not just that, what you put in your hair to make your hair slick and make your hair this, all that go into your skin and your top of your head and your pores, clogging up your pores, because you flatten your hair down with grease or whatever it is I call it. What is it called? Don't call it grease. It's another name.
It's a number of different products.
Yeah, but
that's
they have a
used,
special
but,
name to call the one to stick your hair down. The one that's black, they use it. It's black and they stick your hair down.
The wax,
No, man, it's a name for it. It's a thing.
edge control, what?
No, man, it got a name. Oh, anyway, don't worry, I remember it.
Okay.
And then,
Not gel.
yeah, gel. The black, it come in the black gel, whatever the black.
Yeah, it come in different colors.
Yeah, but the black one. And then make your hair slick and they put the little curve on the end and keep the hair going. Yeah, all that you sticking down your top of your head, all you do is messing up your hair. See, Melanie's going natural. See, that's great. That's age. You see, and so, woman, the price you pay for beauty is so bad that if you only know the side effects, the bad effects, and when you tuck in your stomach, you close to that door. But you all want to do this because you all just want to be sexy and be ready. The man gonna love you no matter what. If he's a true man, he gonna love you ugly. All you need to do is bathe your black self or your white self. Bathe and put on a little bit of lotion. You know, even the makeup you put on is bad. Because I show you they get in your eye, they mess up your eyes. Make your eye run, make you this, that. So why God has made you wonderful and beautifully made, why you want to pay this long-term price for the rest of your life?
Artificial effect.
Yes. And then you go and put on these nails and you're using, what they call the thing to take it off?
The acrylic?
No, the thing's taken off.
Acetone.
Acetone. Listen to the word. Acetone. Acetone. Listen to it. You think I could put them kind of thing on my hand? If you listen to the name, ass attune, right? So this thing seems like ass. It seems like an acid. It probably burns, or it goes to deep cleaning. So it could be bleach. It could be bleach in your hand the same time you're taking it off, and if something can take off paint, it's stripping paint. You put it on your hand. This a day of a thought. The price you pay, a long time. And another thing that I notice, when you go to a beauty salon, women scrape their foot. And once they start scraping their foot, they always got to scrape their foot. Because it always grow back. The more they cut, it grow back. And I talking about they using razor. A deep cutting. I ain't say you can't get your foot buff and polished, I ain't say that. But be careful what you do. The price you gonna pay. See, this is why I look at it. All my sisters own beauty salon. All of them at one point owns beauty salon. Some of them still own beauty salon. And I watch the people with pedicure.
Pedicure, yeah.
Okay, pedicure. And every so often these people coming back because they keep growing. Every time they get it, rake. And they come back, I think next month or next, whatever, how long it take, they get a rake again. You see people raking up, but how come man don't get a foot rake? Some man do, but I mean, how come man don't get a foot rake often? The price you play it. Because if you get your foot rake, not sand down and lotion, I talk about, the razor blade rake, you cutting into your good skin. Your feet is your wheel. This is like, you take care of your foot, I understand. But excuse me, but the price you pay. And then what is so ways you get these darn little children from their young, going to the beauty salon, getting dye in their hair, let these children here be natural. Ain't nothing wrong with looking like African. What's wrong with looking like African? We African descendants, right? We come from African. Mm-hmm. We come from there. Natural hair, natural beauty, natural. Oh, help me, Jesus. You know how much time you got to wink with eyelashes? Oh. Hey, the whole time you're talking to me, wink. That's all you're doing. So that's telling you something is wrong. But you want a hands duty by the price. You can pay a price, long time effect price down the road. Be careful what you do, woman. And some men, because some men believe there's women too. They go and they changing the things in front, taking it off, and all kind of thing. Yeah, the price you can pay for that long time, it can be detrimental. Because when you decide that, oh, God born me a man, I won't be no woman no more because I tired. Then you say, oh, where my things? Oh, it takes God. you don't see, because 90% of them is find the reality at the end of the day. As older you get. Because let me tell you what happened to most people. The older you get, you find God. Because you realize that your time, and you don't want to leave this earth the way you come in. Why are you calculating? Bible said we born in sin. So you ain't want to live in sin. So most times people has to understand that the price you're going to pay. There's nothing wrong with putting on clothes and dressing up and all that. Now I can go to the clothes now because it's a price in that too. Nothing wrong with it. See, when you as a woman Like everybody want to be show their breast now. Breast is beautiful. I'm not. I won't look at it. I will look at everyone. Yeah, yeah. Here's the problem. Listen to the words I say. I won't look at it, and I's man. So majority of men won't look at it. That's the problem. That is the problem right there. So if you show all this, and all the men will look at you, something's wrong with that. Why you want all these men look at you? The price you can pay. Because when people see you with less clothes on, looking funny, with all your breasts out.
Then looking funny, they're looking sexy.
Okay, you're looking sexy. Then they can judge you. And most time they can judge you wrong. And most time the price you can pay on this earth for those same things, you could be raped. You could be lied and never recover from that.
What you mean lied?
People put you out there. What you mean lied?
You mean someone lied on you?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they can make a lie on you and stick you for years.
So basically they tarnish your
Yeah,
reputation.
the price you can pay for being. A lot of people are paying price. See, I only stop at the first, but a lot of people paying for the price of being beautiful today. You got a sister. You always talk with your sister.
Mm-hmm.
The price people pay when they want to strip. You want to be a stripper. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with being a stripper. And you go stand up on top. And you feel beautiful because all the men looking at you. And you love the feeling because it makes you feel good.
Mm-hmm.
The price you'll pay for that in the long run. Because then guys out there who hit on you every time they see you, and then they want to rape you because they think that you ain't white nothing no more because you's old stripper. And most times in those environments, the price you're going to pay is you're going to hook on drugs, hook on alcohol, and it can move to cocaine. You know where it's going. And the price you're going to pay down the road is unbelievable.
It's Beryl.
Hey Beryl, how you doing? The price you're going to pay for beauty is unbearable. There's so many people out there, they paying a price for beauty. There was majority of people who win beauty pageant. They pay a price for being beautiful. Mentally, when they win,
Mm-hmm.
they're a target. And after a while, they can't handle it. So what they do? Majority of them is be depressed. Majority of them kill themselves. Because it's a price to pay for being beautiful. It's a price to pay. So when you go and do these things that you think, I look good. Oh, there's a price behind it. And there's also a price for me. If you're the woman and you want to be beautiful and get all these things, because it's my money you spending, so I paying the price too. So it's a price. It's a whole thing. So many children are getting sick because of all these prices they pay. These things that they put on their face, things they put on their eye, things that, you know, it's a price. It can be a long-term effect. Be natural. Enhance yourself by bathing. Wear something nice. Fix your hair in different styles. You ain't gotta listen. Getting old and becoming gray is a beautiful thing. You ain't got You ain't gotta cut your hair and put it bald and put dye all through it just to say you staying young. You ain't need to stay young. What you staying young for? Because if I like you, I can like you no matter what. I can like you with the gray hair. And for men love gray hair.
Except on themselves.
Well, it's so true. But they like women with gray hair. They say you mature. You are beautiful. You this. So the price you're gonna pay, it's a heavy price trying to be what you ain't. Most women today, and some men, are in situation because they want to be beautiful. Anytime a man give another man money for nothing, he looking for something back every time.
That's man or woman.
Most time, man. Yeah. Man give woman money, man looking for front.
Mm-hmm.
Man give man money, man looking for something too. Only. So most of these men around here, it's a price. Nobody's give you nothing for free. You're gonna pay a price. You could be happy with the money in your hand, but sooner or later you're gonna pay a price for that. Would Beryl say something?
She just say man wait.
Yeah. So I see it. Yeah, wait, Beryl. I seen beautiful women has turned, because they fool around these things, to become a monster. You don't like to see them when their face turn out. They can't get their face back. They never stop going to the dermatologist or whether they got dermatologist.
Yeah.
They're all about trying to listen. Let me tell you, they're all about trying to take these tattoos off their body now. I seen where they trying to move the tattoo. So what they do, they use some needle, move the tattoo, and it turn out to become sores and all that. It's a price you can pay. Leave your body like God made it. God made you wonderful and beautifully made. Look at me, look at Melanie. I know some of y'all can call me ugly in here, but I worry about that. But leave, I could get away and walk down the street. And time I get to the end of the road, somebody can pick me up. Some woman gonna say something. So I know what I say, because I got the swag. So anyway, so but you're gonna pay the price if you don't be careful. Long-term makeup will cost you pay the price. Anything long-term, it ain't good for you. You're gonna pay the price. And these women who fixing these body now, you see the ugly scars on your body, and some ugly scar. That's why you're scared to take off your clothes. You're scared to take off your clothes in front of me. I'm coming. I'm going to the bathroom. I'm coming back. Yeah, because you paying the price. You know, you're fixing your nose. You're putting your breast big in your head.
Sir.
Why are you walking around with that big old breast? Then when you, why are you laughing, Melanie? And then when you get old, your breast big in your head, and then it down almost to your damn knee. So you're struggling. You look like turbot fish when you walk over. You look like turbot fish. And so I just want to see the fact that I can come and really sensitize you today of how beautiful you made, All you need to do is match your clothes well, plait your hair well, or fix it well, or something up. You see, listen, if you ain't got the eye for little fixing up, call me or call somebody. And we fix that up for you. We tell you, no, black don't go with red unless you have a jacket or something. See, we can fix that up for you. Or stripe don't go with stripe. Or polka dot don't. We can fix that. And we can put some beauty. Now here on the side, going left. And I don't understand y'all. For life of y'all women.
Sophie. Hi, Sophie.
Hey, Sophie.
Sophie says she reached late. We started late.
We started late, Sophie. We started like
25 minutes.
25 minutes ago. And so, the price you pay, Sophie, if you want to look good, Sophie, you ain't got to you just put a whole head of wigs on your head. You don't have to stick it and glue it. You can put a whole head of wigs on your head. You fix the wigs on the ground and put it on your head. The price you're gonna pay, you know, and people are paying so many price for beauty. You know the nail you put on your toe gonna hurt your foot, or the shoes with close up to the mouth gonna hurt your foot. Why would you put it on? Or you borrow the shoes from your sister because it's tight, your friend, but it's high. I gotta wear. So all you're doing walking down the road, right? Or walking down, and you hurting your heel. The shoe is so high, you're twisting up, you're messing up your foot. But you, down the road, not today, when you take them shoes off and you start getting your instep hurting and your foot rubbing in the back, and then your knee hurting, the price you gonna pay.
Yeah.
Your bungies, 10 pounds too big. So it's all that weight you carrying, but you won't wear these sticky shoes this long because you won't be sexy. You know what? It's time to put common sense in this now, because you can pay the price down the road. You know, it ain't just that. And you know what I see. You know, let me tell you what I see. It's 60 degrees out there, and you don't wear one barcode dress, and you standing in the cold and trying to be sexy, and you talking, and every minute you twisting, child, but you won't put this dress on, because you won't be sexy, and you in this cold. And that time I right there looking and talking and saying, yeah, I know. Then after a while I say, why you don't? But see, I cold faced it. Why you don't stop this foolishness? Why you don't put them on? Go find one jacket or put one thing on. Oh no, I didn't bring it. We'll go find one friend in the house and borrow it. Oh no, I all right. And you ain't drinking no soda because you cold. Oh no, I can't drink that because. Well, what you trying to do? What are you doing? What?
Making yourself sick.
What y'all doing? You're making yourself sick, so the price you can pay for that down the road. I don't know. I don't know. Now they got tummy tuck. What is this? What next?
Tummy tuck been around for a bit.
Yeah, but your waist is a 16. You want your waist to be a 4. What you doing? What y'all doing, woman?
Sophie says if a woman doesn't have her own sense of beauty, then that's her own inner sense of beauty, then she will conform to society's standards, and that's exactly what a lot of people are doing.
So you can risk your whole life for society.
Well, you know, sometimes the problem is that they have been made to feel unattractive because, you know, in our culture, right? Just like how you say the men like the light-skinned women.
We like light-skinned women.
Yeah. The grandparents always pull the light-skinned grandchildren and call the others black, ugly, disgusting. and all those other things. So the self-image is damaged.
You're right, because I remember when my aunt used to say, boy, you black. Say, and all, listen now, boy, you black, and all my sister children bright, you the blackest one, right? And you know what she used to do? I tell you this, no lie, this is the truth. You know what she used to do? She used to get the bleach, put it on a white cloth, and come here. And you know what she say? She used to take the bleach. Folks, you see all
You
this black?
joking?
I swear to God. On my knee,
Oh,
and then say she take the
trauma.
bleach, and she's like, gotta get this blackness
And
off
they
you.
still black, right?
Yeah, but she's trying to take all these black off me. I said,
Wow.
my Aunt Gloria, I'll never forget it.
She needed to find the chemicals that the women use today.
No, she said, the bleach will do it. You do it often enough, the bleach will do it.
But guess what? That is basically how you know that some people are bleaching, because when you look at the cuticles of the finger, the elbow, across the toes, the knees, everything else is lightened, but they remain black.
And it looked bad, eh?
And Sophie said it's not tummy tuck, it's waist trainer.
Oh, ain't tummy tuck is a waist trainer.
Well, these days, I
You got
mean,
new
some
days.
people who don't want to wear the waist trainers go and get, a number of surgical
Yeah.
procedures, but that's too expensive, so the waist trainer is the more common.
But what's the waist trainer? What's the waist trainer? Something belt you put on it.
Yeah. Strap it in.
But that take too long.
No. It keep you for the occasion.
So you stand up talking to me with a waist trainer on, and you squashing your belly, and so you
Sleep with it on.
all your organs are getting squashed. You know that's even worse than belly tuck.
It is.
Could you even imagine?
It's like, what's the worst of the two evils? Because it definitely affect your abdominal cavity, all the organs in it, like you said, the circulation, the lymphatic system. You see people eventually develop all these uncommon things for their age and so forth, but the waist trainer, I guess it has its effect, but hey, we know that the real solution is in the balance of what you take in and what you burn off.
So it is to be sexy, or it is to attract a man. And you doing all this not for yourself. Listen, I can tell, me and Melanie married now, I can tell Melanie, listen here, I like big breasts. You better go and inject some stuff or fix that, because small breasts don't work for me no more. And you're doing that because you love me. Think about this. And then you agreed. Okay, Melanie agreed to go get it done. And then after 1 year, I leave Melanie because I see the other gal with the bigger breasts. so Melanie now.
That's a price to pay.
Yeah, so that's a price to pay.
Psychological.
So psychological
Emotional.
Melanie. Yeah. So Melanie got these big ass breasts, we call them. And now she lose a husband who wanted these bigger breasts. But she never wanted. She only do it because her husband.
Right.
The price she can pay.
And of course, when you get those inflations, of course, later on, just like with
It
everything
leaks.
else.
It leaks
Right.
and it affects you and you get cancer. So this the kind of price you all want to pay? Just to look sexy? Boy, you are born beautiful. God has made you perfect with a twisted toe. But that's attractive. Because if everybody had straight toe, that wouldn't be attractive. You won't see one with bent toe because you might want to suck that bend. See, these are things you gotta look at. See, different men have different attraction. Yeah, and different attraction. I might want a woman with a bald head. The next guy might want a woman with a peasy head. You're not white. You ain't come from a Caucasian family. You come from the black African heritage family. Your hair gonna be picky and peasy.
Curly. Just
Okay.
curly.
Melanie, yours nice. Curly. So, why are you trying to get straight hair? Why? Why are you trying to get blonde hair? Why you trying to be red like fire? Don't you devil top of the head red? Where you going with this? The price you can pay a long time, because let me tell you what happens. When you fool around your hair too much, it get burned. When it get burned, you destroy it, the fabric of it. It's very difficult to grow back naturally. And when it grow back so sparingly, all the hair and spend it. It look like the bush in the yard. The hair start looking like the bush in the yard. And so, just leave your hair alone. Don't pay that price. That's so much price to pay. Hey, plait your hair. If you look beautiful,
Treat
look
it
good.
so it'll grow healthy and normal.
Yeah. The price you're paying to be beautiful. And let me tell you another price you pay. Because I's your husband, or I your boyfriend, I marry you. I want you on the side of me, naked all the time. And when you're naked on the side of me, I putting you out there. Listen to what I say. The price you gonna pay for that down the road will be dangerous. Because I putting you out there. I am your husband. I am your boyfriend. I putting you out there. And once I put you out there, and all the fellas start seeing you wearing these tight and sexy clothes, they start hitting on you. And you could say as much as you want, yeah. Everybody got the strength. Because everybody got a price. And that price is dangerous, you can pay. Because once you're out there, only God help you. Melanie know. Melanie can tell you. She tell me all the time, but her beautiful sister, she always talk about it, the price she paid. Being there. Being out there. I had a brother. The price he paid. So trying to be beautiful, boy, ain't nothing to play with. Ain't a Christ thing to play with. So
Sophie is saying that recent reports now say that perm relaxers have caused cancer amongst women of color. It was recently in the news.
yeah, I talk about how cancer. Sophie has come on late. I talk about how all of these things you're using giving you cancer. That's why we have the show. This show is to educate, inspire, to motivate, and share knowledge. We ain't just put this show. We don't care about them people. Another one, they talking politics. They talking all kind of food. Let them go. We ain't care how much people come to our show. We can do this because we know, like we say before we started, we say if one person, if we change one person's mind, help one person, we accomplish. The price you're going to pay when you use these products is detrimental to you, to your children. Because you want to be around for your husband. Husband want to be around for your wife. Even the men using these Viagra. And the price you're going to pay is dangerous. All these heart attacks. So these chemicals we using in our bodies and our hair and our trying to be beautiful.
Skin, yeah.
And you tucking this and removing this from this side and putting it. And let me tell you something. You can notice a false bungie when you see it, if you see the mile coming.
Really?
What you mean?
How could you?
How could you? I'm a bungie specialist.
Educate us.
I like hips so much. I watch them. Some is be round, some is have a sharp little bump on them, and some have a little dimples on the side,
Okay.
and some have high in the air, They're the ones who kind of falls. More time they high in the air.
Oh.
Yeah. And some drop. And the ones who drop is the real ones, because you could hold your two hands. When you make it. Lord help me, Jesus. I'm messing around. But I did a whole research on butts. And the research on butts was watching butts. I sit down for a whole day, watch butts, small butts. I thought butts, let me use the word bungie because that's the only ones you all know. I thought bungie only used to go up and down. But since I was watching the experiment on watching butts go left and right. Some. Listen, I've never seen, I always saw my like boom, 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 butts go up and down. Now butts go left and right.
Okay. Jiggle wiggle.
The guys that see you now come and they see, they throw it. They can throw it.
Ah.
You do food. We do food, you know. No, right. Oh Lord. But back at the price you're gonna pay putting these chemicals in your body is detrimental. All you want to do is just be beautiful. That's all you want. And yeah, that's all you want to do is be beautiful. And you must sorry.
Sophie say, Tony, please stop. Baron say, hollering. Lord, you have been breaking up.
I'm a butt specialist. And I can see a butt when I see one. So I know. So the price they pay for these butts, putting the chemical in the bodies. And it's serious. It is very serious. We need to stop this. We need to stop this and save ourselves from the pain down the road. Down the road. You see, I know you want to look sexy in your nice dress. And I know you want to have this spaghetti dress on, spaghetti strap, that's what you always call it. Spaghetti strap. But your breast is beautiful if it's hanging. There's nothing wrong with a hanging breast. All you need to do is take some toothpick and put under it and lift it up. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Prop it up. What do you mean?
Toothpick.
Use tape.
Oh, okay.
Something. You only need to go get nothing fixed. Some men like beautiful breasts with hangs. Some breasts look good hang. Because some breasts look false when they're too high in the air. When you got them bra that push them up. And you almost push them in your mouth. You got to keep on. And it don't make the clothes look good. So, in the African tribe, they don't even wear clothes, they let the breast show, right? And that is beautiful. But we ain't doing that because we're in the Bahamas. And so, but this is how God made you. And you don't need to do, see, it's too detrimental to your health.
Yeah, Sophie say, don't just talk to the women. Men have a false sense of beauty too.
Well, men do put, I see men with makeup. I see men with eyelashes. I see men with tight clothes.
Contact lenses.
Yeah, I see men.
Changing the color of their
I
eyes.
talk about men and women because I don't see why your eye is brown, why you want a man, why you want it pink. I don't see why. Because that might be the price you're going to pay. Because when you go get bongi, you're going to pay a price. And the price is going to probably be your debt. That's a bigger price to pay. So, you might be excited now, but down the road, ain't nothing to play with. And homosexuals, the price they can pay is long term. And the long term price is this: they're gonna be sick for days and years down the road, and they can pay a price to the Almighty. Because everything you do on this earth, do it wrong, you can pay a price for it. And so, I don't want nobody call me, and I don't want nobody tell me I talk about homosexuals, because I can fix them up. So, let me get it straight. I talk about the price you pay. Don't come around me with that foolishness, the homosexual thing, because I know they say go. You know?
Okay. Because Sophie was saying that that was not what she was talking about. So Sophie, help us
I know
to
what
get
Sophie talking about.
what Sophie
The
talking
price.
about.
She talking about the price he paid, a long-term price.
Well, I know earlier in the discussion
Yeah.
you did talk about the fact that men pay for women
Yes.
to have these
Men
changes
pay- yeah.
to their body, pay for the clothing that they wear and all of that. But maybe there are some other areas that she wished to highlight. Most men cannot appreciate the natural beauty of a woman. Okay. And that is true. Very true.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sophie, tell us. Mm-hmm. Tell us, Sophie. Sophie, tell us what exactly you want the
She
price.
said it.
Okay.
Most men cannot appreciate the natural beauty
Well,
of a woman.
Sophie, I talked about that earlier, but let me say this. You're so right. And that is the truth. Men don't appreciate women unless they fix up. Most men don't like natural woman and natural beauty. And the reason being is that they themselves living in a bubble. Because they don't love themselves. Because they gotta wear expensive pants, expensive shirt, and all these things for them to be recognized too. So they never gonna appreciate a woman who's natural, they never appreciate, because the mindset, but the price they gonna pay, because what they can pick up and what they can carry home is only a matter of time. Because everything look good, you only look good for a season.
You know, as I sit here and listen to you,
Mm-hmm.
there is a price that some women pay for beauty. And you know what that is? Rejection. Because when men see certain type of women, these overly dressed, always dressed, they shy away from them.
Yeah.
Some of them get involved with them, and when they do, they realize, look, this woman is over the top. She don't seem to be able to have a natural, relaxed state. She isn't comfortable with just being herself. She has to always look in this polished state, and it makes some people very uneasy. And whilst they're wondering, well, why is it that I can't seem to keep someone in my life? It's because you make too big a fuss about being so pretty all the time that some men just exit the door shortly after entering.
The price men pay most times is when they spend their money on fixing this woman up. And also women pay a price when they fix themselves up for this man. It go both ways.
Yeah.
And that price is priceless, because now what happened? See, because in this, let me go deep in this conversation. In this situation, when men believe they spend their money to fix you up. The woman gonna pay a price because the man not to let you walk away from them after they done spend this money on you. So women will pay a price. Some women pay price in debt.
Yeah.
Some women pay price being tortured for the rest of their life. The price you pay for being not mindful to know that your beauty comes within. You don't need nobody to tell you you're beautiful. You know you're beautiful. So you don't need nobody to enhance you, because you come to the table with your natural beauty.
And so that's a big price when you believe that the only beauty that you possess is the things that you put on yourself.
Yeah.
And that is a big, big price. Another thing that has happened in reality is that there are some men who detest, or even women who detest, people that are always so polished and fake, and like Sophie called it fake, but a pleat can't be out of place. Your hair have to always be in place. People resent you for it. Some women will call you names, they will defame your character, they will make you feel uncomfortable in certain environments. And then you have some men who literally go after those type of women to break them down, bring them down to, I guess, dust or powder. So how does a man have to fix up a woman? Why does a man have to fix up a woman? Accept her as she is.
Most times in my head, or in our heads, we perceive in our head what type of woman we want in our head. And so I want a bright woman with long hair and with nails fixed all the time. So in perception in my head, is that what I want? So once I run that through my head, I'm looking for that. If I
go after it.
Yeah, I go after it.
Even if you have to create it.
Right. If I can't find it, then I will create one. Now when I say create one, I will find a bright woman and tell her, oh, you need to get your hair fixed and go this and that.
So
and
you
give her
pay
money
for it. You
yeah.
pay for her.
And I pay for it.
Hair done and nails done.
Yep.
Go shopping and buy whatever it is that you think she looks sexy.
Yeah, because in my eyes, that's my beauty. That's what I feel is my beauty. And so I will not settle for nothing else, because I am stupid. Because I cannot see beauty as it is, inner beauty, natural beauty. I can't see it, because perception is only one type of beauty I can see, and that's it. So I go after what I perceive as beauty.
Right.
And most times I go after something that I'm trying to create is going to cause great pain to me, because that's not natural. It's something that I built, or something that this woman that I go after and trying to create. And it's another side to that. The next side of that is I'm now trying to create my woman the way I want it. So she is now not being herself no longer. She is trying to create what I want. So she becomes out of character. And so when she down the road, when she finds herself, oh hell no, I can't do this no longer.
Well, actually, what Sophie said is that some women conform to the pressure of other women to look a certain way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And most times, Sophie is so right. Let me tell you what I think. I see in this, or hear this when I go out, especially to a store or something. I will hear the kids, the girls will say, well, Jennifer Lopez had this on.
Yeah.
And I looking for this because Jennifer Lopez, see, they fall in
The
you're right,
stars.
the stars.
Yeah.
So they won't wear half breast out. Now they got a new thing. I just see a new thing the other day. I think it's new. I know it might be new. They very sheer, whatever these clothes, sheer clothes,
Oh, okay.
where you can see
Totally,
you
yeah.
can see everything.
Nude, nude.
Yeah, you can
nude,
see
yeah.
the breasts, and they're going on this now.
Yeah.
But I think it's nice and sexy. If you have a jacket on and just, half of it, not to say.
They reveal everything.
But now
Whatever.
now they going out wholesale.
Mm-hmm.
You can see where the crack shape.
Whatever you see people wear to the Oscars and these other awards, people dart after
But
it to get it and wear it.
This is the everyday thing now, and it's very distraction for young men. Not men, When I say young men, I mean boys. It's very distraction. They're very attracted to. So they stop. I watch them, the Charlie boys. They stop and they talk to one another. The packing boys. Boy, you see that girl got the big breast. I watched this. And the woman passed by and she was happy that the boys was discussing her. She's just smiling and going, But this the new world we're in. And so on directly, this is what we see. Beauty has lost its taste. Yeah. Okay. Beauty has lost its taste. And now, when beauty lost its taste, I'm glad somebody has hailed me just now. That's a good idea. I could talk with her. So, you got a designer who do design clothes. And in her eyes, she see a fashion that nobody sees. Because as a designer, she keep creating. Benicia keep creating. Every time she sits at a machine or she see something new in her eyes. Because that's what people who create. They're designers. They always designing, always trying something new, drawing something and changing up this and that and that. And so everybody has a vision in their eye they seeing. But ain't everybody have to run after it, because ain't everybody designer.
And what look good on one person doesn't necessarily look good on you. You have to know what it is that make you look and feel the way that you want to look and feel.
Yeah. But before I close, because we only got a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
Before I close, the real point I want to make, and I want to all of you hear the voice of my voice, this is the price you're going to pay if you don't try to understand your inner beauty. You're going to pay a price. You're going to pay a price if your husband tried to change you into his world and his beauty in his eyes. You have your own beauty. You don't need all these things. It's a price you're going to pay just to be sexy for a man. You're going to pay a price. Because eventually, he ain't going to think you sexy no more. After a while. And then what happened? So it's a price you'll pay.
Yep. So you have to know
You.
your self-worth. And there are two things that I believe could serve as a guide for the individual. One is your inner feeling, how you feel about something. And then the other thing is how your body reacts. Because oftentimes your body tells you, this contact lens doesn't belong here. Take it out. This eyelash, this false lash that you're wearing, but some people would prefer to just blink, 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 suffer that irritation for however long that function or event is happening, as opposed to listening to the body. The body knows when something foreign is there and it don't belong there, and it gives you an indication. Take it out. If you get that indication and you ignore it, you could be assured that the consequences are gonna follow, and they are not healthy. So listen to your intuition and listen to your body. Beauty is a natural thing, and it definitely, they say it's in the eye of the beholder. So sometimes, no matter how much makeup, how much expensive clothes, how much fragrance you wear, some people will still find you unattractive. So you have to please yourself, and then you will be happy and healthy.
And the last thing before we close, I say, watch my shape. Just look at my shape. Just do it. You could do it. You are beautiful inside. God has made you wonderful and beautifully made. You don't need to get cancer. You don't need no man to tell you you're beautiful. You don't need the man to change you. If somebody loves you, they take you just the way you are. And that's my closing. Melanie?
Yeah, so I just want to say happy Thanksgiving this
Oh,
Thursday.
Thanksgiving coming.
Yeah, to all our viewers, and we want to say thank you for joining us again today. And you know, for some people, Thanksgiving opens up the gate for Christmas. So
Yeah.
it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Everywhere you go, all the stores are loaded with all the decorations and ideas. So enjoy yourself, stay free. This is actually the most special time, especially since the last 2 seasons we were under lock and key because of COVID. So celebrate safely, love yourself, know yourself, and be considerate of those around you. Until next week.
Next time, right here, under the tree, Tony and Melanie cutting the turkey right here. Next time.
Take care.